After independence, Sierra Leone faced its first dangerous political test. Welcome back to the Sierra Leone Civil War documentary series. If you missed episode 3, go back and watch it first. We looked at Sir Milton Margai, the man who peacefully guided Sierra Leone to independence and became the country's first prime minister. But in 1964, everything changed. On April 28, 1964, just 3 years after independence, Sir Milton Margai died suddenly. His death left Sierra Leone facing a serious question: who would lead the young nation? At that time, the country was still controlled by the Sierra Leone People's Party, known as the SLPP. The party needed a new leader. The person chosen was Milton Margai's younger brother, Sir Albert Margai. Albert Margai was already a powerful figure in government. He had served as Minister of Finance and was one of the most influential members of the SLPP. When he became Prime Minister in 1964, many people hoped he would continue his brother's legacy. But his leadership style was very different. While Milton Margai was known for compromise and unity, Albert Margai was seen by critics as more aggressive and determined to strengthen his own control over government. One of the biggest controversies during his leadership was his idea of changing Sierra Leone into a one-party state. Albert Margai argued that a stronger central government would help development, but many opponents believed it would weaken democracy and reduce political competition. The country was becoming more divided. Critics accused his government of favoring people from his own ethnic background, especially the Mende community. Supporters rejected these accusations, but the debate increased political tension across Sierra Leone. The dream of national unity was beginning to face pressure. Meanwhile, a new political figure was rising. His name was Siaka Stevens. Stevens had originally been part of the SLPP, but he became frustrated with the direction of the party. He disagreed with some of its policies and believed that political power was concentrated among southern elites. Because of these disagreements, Stevens broke away and became one of the strongest opponents of the SLPP government. In 1960, he helped establish the All People's Congress, known as the APC. The APC presented itself as the voice of ordinary workers, northern communities, and people who felt ignored by the ruling party. Stevens criticized Albert Margai's government. He accused the SLPP of corruption, favoritism, and attempts to destroy democracy. Slowly, the political competition between the SLPP and APC became stronger. By 1967, Sierra Leone was heading toward a major election. The country had a choice: continue under the SLPP or choose a new direction under Siaka Stevens and the APC. But nobody expected what would happen after the votes were counted. Because instead of a peaceful transfer of power, Sierra Leone entered a period of military coups and political instability. The next chapter would change the country's history forever. In episode 5, we will look at Siaka Stevens' rise, the 1967 election, and the military coup that stopped him from taking power just hours after becoming prime minister. If you missed episode 3, go back and watch it. Then continue with episode 5. The story continues.